Gaffy, you have your smile back. How happy to finally have that win on the board?
Yeah, look, not just it's a good feeling for me, but I think everyone at the football club, everyone's been really united in the last week. I think all the players and the staff, everything they put into this week sort of come out in the performance today. I could sense it probably building as the week got on. I sort of spoke to him about it today, saying that the intentions are all there to be really do what we wanted to do, but don't be too uptight with it all. You've got to be a little bit more relaxed. I certainly showed out on it. I know the goal was what it was, but I felt like we was playing well. And look, they're a good side. They've been up at the top of the table for for a reason, because they've been playing really well. Full respect for the job that they're doing at Barnet. You know, that's sort of one of the best Barnet teams in terms of watching them, the build up to it that I've seen in a few years. And they probably weren't at their levels that they wanted to be today, but maybe because of the way we played today. So in the build up to it, I was thinking they're a proper team, so it's going to be a tough day today. And I think the boys showed that they was more than capable of competing and then eventually winning the game.
Let's talk through the game then. What did you make of it as a whole?
I thought we started really well. Started on the front foot with energy, and they started sort of with a 3 box in midfield and the 1 up front. And then I think because we started quite well, they then changed to a 4-3-3, and then they probably got a grip of the game a little bit more, and it became very even to the end of that first half. And I just felt like today, for the first time, really, that there was moments I was thinking something good's going to happen. We had lots of balls in around their third, in around the box, whether it be dropping to Westy or Hilly or Charlie, Moose or Hess, whoever it be. I just felt like something was going to happen today, and I didn't feel that way against Southend especially. I did in the Gateshead game, it was a different game, but I just felt like good things was going to happen because the intentions were right all over the pitch.
You made some changes to the starting 11. Firstly, how do you assess Omar Moose's performance, not just today, but in the last few weeks in training and at Maidenhead, for example?
Well, look, I said it from when I come in as manager. I've got to judge people on how they deserve it. If they train well, if their behaviour's good, and they are as people. And look, since Moose has come back, which seems like yesterday now, but a few weeks ago, we felt like the environment him come back into was better for him to be make the best of himself. And but he's a polite boy. He wants to do well. Probably the frustrations he had last year was probably with not playing as much, things going on. I don't know. He's a young lad. He's learning all the time. I probably believe that wherever he's been before last year, he's been a regular starter. So maybe that affected him a little bit. But I like the fact that he come on last week at Maidenhead and said, "Give me the ball," and I wanted to see a bit more of that today. So that's why I put him in there. And look, he done great. He done really well. Really pleased for him. Obviously, 70th minute or whatever, he's not playing him. We had to get him off. He probably didn't want to come off, but I had to protect him. I know we've got another game coming. It was the same with Hilly as well. You know that they've both been out. Didn't want anything to happen in the last 15-20 minutes, and I thought Siddy and Reezy could come on and cause some problems as well.
Secondly, a competitive debut for Ryan Hill. I know how much you've missed him, so how good was it to see him back out there today?
Look, he's infectious. He's in terms of in training and in games. He's always wanting to be on the front foot. He's always trying to go and get after people. I need to help him with his decision making. I've always said that, and when to try and beat someone, when to not. But he's been a big miss, and we've not really made a big deal of it because no one's really seen him. But that's probably the first time the fans have seen him at home in Dagenham. And I know what the people want to see. They want to see hard working lads that maybe not get things right every single time, but they're trying to show that they're passionate to play for the team, and I think they see that today with him. Colin's done really well on him. I thought he was probably their best player today, and he had to be because Hilly every time he was getting it was trying to be positive and direct, and yeah, he was again. He didn't really want to come off, but we just thrown the gel onto him. His calves were a bit tight, so we was just like, right, let's get him off. I don't want him getting injured. We missed him for 5 weeks. Get him off. Sid's ready to go. But yeah, I think Moose and Hilly, you know, they added different characteristics today, and they both did really well.
You mentioned that you felt like something was going to happen, well, good for us today. Speaking on today's match compared to last week, what do you think the key differences were? Why didn't you feel that feeling last week compared to this week?
I just felt like we'd won a lot of work in the week, and when I say we, I think more my staff. I've really leaned on Stu and Lou this week in terms of giving the boys pictures of when to sit on the ball and to drag teams onto us, and I felt like first off some of the fans were probably a little bit frustrated when we was trying to suck them onto us, but we was doing it for a reason because we was trying to create the space behind for the runners we had in Westy, Hilly and Charlie. If we'd have gone directly straight forward then, they would have cut it out, so we was trying to draw them onto us to then get the space in behind. But it's been a really good week honestly in terms of training. It was horrible last week what happened with Innie, and obviously not taken away from what happened with Vinny, we were disappointed with the performance. You know, lots of stuff happened in that 24 hours to not think about the performance, but as soon as we got back together, we talked about it, showed some things, showed some pictures of when our defenders are getting the ball, or are we really trying to get on it? And I think today, to a player, they was all trying to do the right things, and it led to good moments. And Westy was Westy, really lively. Thought something was going to happen. I've got to say, I thought Charlie's hold-up playing all-round game for the team today was as best as he's been here. I thought he had a really good day. But look, that was in the attack and third. The defensive units get the clean sheet along with ours. You know, it's most important. I feel like if we get them clean sheets, we'll score goals and we'll win games of football.
Finally, is that the dagger spirit that we spoke about so much in pre-season? Is that what you've been wanting both on and off the pitch with our supporters as well, at the end especially?
Yeah. Regardless of whether they come in here, honestly, if it had been 0-0 or 1-0, I felt like today, I see a team full of daggers. That's how I felt today. I felt like on there, everyone was trying to do their best for the football club, trying to do the right things. And I think that fed into the crowd because they see it and they was getting right behind it. I think they see, probably all of us see that, and the frustrations with the referee from me on the sideline, and I was trying my calmest to be it, but I felt like that led into the crowd as well, that really got them going. But more than them sort of instances, I just think they like seeing people give their all. That's all they want to see. That's all they want to see from all of us. And I understand that they probably didn't feel that way in certain games, but it's only a start today. I said to the boys, I talk about never getting too high or low, I really want them to enjoy it today because they've had a real tough week where there's been low moments, we've all been searching. So they deserve that. I want them to enjoy it and then get ready because we've got another tough test. Woolstone are doing great. You know, Dean knows Stuart as well as anyone. I know how good a team Barnet are and Woolstone are doing great. So it's going to be another tough test, but something for us to build on. And that feeling at the end when we're getting clapped off feels amazing compared to, you know, tell them we're not done too well. So got to search for them feelings, them moments, and hope this is a building block. You know, it's still really early in the season and who knows what a couple of wins can do. You can fly up the table, so that's what we've got to try and search for.